love to cook. Hi, my name is Giulia, and today we're gonna make a kind of cookie which is not only a very good tasting cookie, it's also great because it's just almond flour. So there's no flour, regular flour, no gluten involved. So this will be great for anybody that does not eat anything with gluten. So let's start with the ingredients. We're gonna need 1 pound of almond flour, which I actually purchased because usually I peel my own almonds and I, put them in Cuisinart. I mean, it's a long process. So I found the flour which I'm hoping it'll work just as well. And so this is what I'm using. It's not, don't go for almond meal, which is a completely different product. This is the actual almond that has been peeled and grated for us. So 1 pound of that, 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, which we'll add it right in, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, right in, and the skin of the zest of 2 lemons, okay, which I'm going to put right in right now. I am going to get a spatula so that I can actually mix it a little bit. Mix all the products, and then we're going to need, the recipe calls for 2 eggs, but because this product is drier than the one I make at home, it might need more, so we'll see. We'll start with 2, and you should add 1 egg at a time. And you keep working the mixture until, hold on, I'm going to get that. So we can put these shells in there. Okay, I'm going to slightly beat it. Okay, that's 1. I'll start mixing it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's getting very wet yet, so we'll see. And these eggs actually, they're not the usual ones that I use, which are the large size. These are very small eggs. I actually got them in a farmer's market, so they're fresh, but they're very small. So that's another reason why we might actually need more than 3. We will see. This recipe is one of my sisters that she gave it to me from Italy. And she got it from somebody else. I'm assuming that's how a lot of the recipes end up being ours. But this is not even one of our regional recipes. I usually make this recipe at Christmas time, but it's such a nice recipe that I end up making it more often. And so that's how it came about. And this is my 3rd egg, by the way. And I don't know if we're going to just still make it. Nope. Yeah, see, the problem is that when you don't know the product that you're using, because this is, like I said, a new product for me, and before they package this stuff, they really dry it. So that might need a lot more liquid than the one that we do at home, because the almonds that you do at home, they're basically pretty damp when you do it. I might have to just check it with my fingers. And I have another bowl of sugar right there. I'm sure you can see it. I forgot to mention it before. That we're gonna need it to roll the cookies in. So that is why we have another bowl of sugar. But you know what? I think we have it. See, you need your hands all the time. No good using anything else at some point, because this is what tells me that I'll probably be very much okay. So we basically just use 3 eggs. So if you use your regular large eggs, 2 of them should make it. Or worst comes to worst, you can just beat an egg and just add as much from it as you need. Okay. Oh, they already smell so good. Between the almonds and the lemon peel. Oh. Okay. So basically this is not very involving. It just needs to be well mixed, and within a couple of minutes we can start making the cookies already. Okay, I just want to make sure that all the dry almond is incorporated. Okay, sticky stuff. Gonna have to peel it off my fingers. Okay. Okay, there we are. The dough is all ready. Doesn't need to actually rest, so you can start right away making the cookies. But if you need to let it go because you don't have time or an emergency or whatever, cover it up. Don't let it get dry. Put it in the refrigerator, and it'll stay well for several days. So we'll start with just getting like a walnut-size amount of dough in your hands. Then now you kind of roll it out really well in the sugar. Now roll it out again in your hand. You want to make like a finger, basically. And then you put it on your cookie sheet. Okay? And you keep going until you, whatever fits. And give them good inch room, because they'll grow. You will see they'll grow. So, and they don't have to be exactly the same size, whatever. I mean, you know, if you have time, you can be a little bit more particular, but, and I usually am, but, okay, so just keep doing this little thing. And then at one point, after you're done with them and you fill up the cookie sheet, what you're going to do is go back to the cookies, just with one of your fingers, just make like a dent into it, okay? Keep going like that. This is probably a good recipe for working with children too, because it's a pretty easy one, it's not too messy, and they'll probably have a lot of fun doing it. So hopefully you'll try it. Okay, yeah, so you want to bake this at about 400 degrees. It really requires a pretty high temperature because they're not staying in the oven very long. So yeah, preheat it to about 400, and at that point just check them after about 6-7 minutes. If they look like they're getting dark, just lower the temperature. Okay, I'm gonna go and do the finger thing. Okay, so the oven reached the temperature of 400, so I'm going to put the cookies in. And I'm actually going to time them. I'm going to put 6 minutes first, and we'll check them. We'll see if they need more, then we'll just add a couple extra minutes. This cookie is actually called soft almond cookie. They're not supposed to get brown, so basically they're supposed to stay soft even after you cook them. Okay, we're checking on the cookies, see if they need a couple more minutes. And let's see if I can flip one a little bit. Maybe with my spatula I'll be able to. Let's see. Just about. Another minute. Okay. So let's say that if you put it at 400, they're probably not going to need more than 8 minutes. And then you always want to know where your oven, how your oven works. If it works hot, then you can, lower the temperature a little bit. I think they're ready to come out. So there we go. Let's see, just get this out of. Here we go. Look how pretty they look. They cracked. They nice, very nice. Now we'll wait a couple of minutes to cool off, and then we'll put them on a plate. We don't want to check. You don't want to move them now because they'll fall apart. Okay, the cookies are all ready, and as you can see, they look beautiful, but they taste even better. So please try it and let me know. Bye.
What are you fixing, Vito?
The leftover from the last night.
Ah, nice.
I got some ham, the string beans, or potatoes.
Beautiful.
Amazing.